What's going on, guys? Sam Adams here, and today we're going to be talking about Uncharted 4: A Thief's End because it is pretty much the talk of the town since it was released earlier this week, and it is an incredible game. I'm going to be the first to admit that I am having a great time playing it. Now, I did just rent it from Redbox. I have not purchased the game because I did want to see if it was good. I wanted to see if I enjoyed the story before I put that much money into it, and so far it would totally be worth $60, and I haven't even gotten into the multiplayer side of the game. In fact, I haven't even finished the campaign, so a lot of people are going to say that my perspective on this game might be a little bit jaded since I haven't finished the story. I disagree. I feel like I have a pretty good grasp of the gameplay and how the story is up to this point. I'm on chapter 11, I believe, but I did want to talk about it and at least share my thoughts on how the game is going so far. The game is great. Coming from a guy whose favorite Uncharted was Uncharted 3: Drake's Deception, which many considered to be the least favorable of the entire franchise, I feel like Uncharted 4 blows that out of the water, which means that I think it's the best Uncharted game to date, and a lot of people seem to be agreeing with me. The gameplay mechanics are absolutely fantastic and kind of build off of things that The Last of Us did right while also combining the feel of older Uncharted games. All of it comes together to make a really great gaming experience, even if you leave the story out of it, which I have to say has some of the best writing that I have seen in a video game to date, or at least some of the best writing that I've seen since The Last of Us on the PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 3. Now, that being said, you have to play the other Uncharted games before you play Uncharted 4: A Thief's End. Now, of course, I'm not going to hold a gun to your head and make you play these other games, especially not the one on the Vita since not many people own the Vita. However, the amount of Easter eggs and references that are just kind of sprinkled in throughout Uncharted 4 makes me feel like everyone should have to play the other Uncharted games before they play A Thief's End, just because it hugely impacts your experience. For instance, and this is where the spoiler comes in, so now, chance to leave. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like down below, share this video, etc., etc. Check all of the links, and now you're probably gone. So there is a room towards the beginning of the game in which Nathan pretty much does all of his manly stuff. He has moved on, and he has developed a life. He's not going to be an adventurer anymore, and he has his own job and etc., all of that good stuff. He has a room full of relics that he's collected over the years from all of his adventures, from the first Uncharted game all the way through Golden Abyss and Uncharted 3, and it's a very cool little trip down memory lane. Now, coming from someone who did not play the Nathan Drake collection and has not touched many of these Uncharted games since they came out on the PlayStation 3, I found myself getting involved almost as much as Nathan was when he was going through all of the relics that he had collected over the years. For instance, in Uncharted 2, there is a giant statue, and I believe it has 6 or 8 arms. One of the two, I believe it's 6. But you have to manipulate these arms to open up a door, and that's kind of one of the puzzles that is one of the main puzzles within Uncharted 2, and it was a pretty challenging one and a pretty fun one to play. So Nathan apparently kept a miniature version of that statue, and so he then references the larger statue, calling the little one the little brother, and it's a lot of things like this that really give homage to the other games in the franchise, and if you didn't play those games, that entire sequence is going to be completely useless to you because you have no idea what any of these things actually mean. Now, that's all I'm going to talk about as far as spoilers go. However, I am also going to mention that there are characters within Uncharted 4 that are in the other Uncharted games, and if you didn't play those, you're not going to get that full character development. For instance, everyone knows Sully. He's the older gentleman that Nathan used to, parade around with and go exploring with. He and Nathan kind of ended things towards the end of one of the other games. They went their separate ways, and now he is coming back in Uncharted 4. That was in the trailer. We all know that's going to happen. That's not really a spoiler. And if you don't really know the past that he and Nathan have, you can't fully comprehend what is going on throughout the course of the events of Uncharted 4. Like I said, it's a game changer for the entire experience. So all of that to say, if you have not played the other Uncharted games, there is the Nathan Drake collection, which is on sale this week at Best Buy for $20, and I guarantee you it's going to be around that price in just a couple of weeks if you give it some time, with Uncharted 4 now on store shelves. But that includes all 3 Uncharted games that are pretty much the basis for the story of the entire franchise that came out on the PlayStation 3, remastered with trophy support on the PlayStation 4, so it looks great, it plays wonderfully, and you can earn a ton of trophies, and of course you can experience the incredible stories that Nathan does have to tell through the Uncharted franchise. Now, with Golden Abyss, there is also a pretty big reference to that game, and if you have a PlayStation Vita, I highly recommend checking out that game because it was a genuine, awesome Uncharted experience for a mobile platform, and that's something that would really be hard to get right, but somehow they ended up doing it. So all of that being said, I hope you guys are enjoying Uncharted 4. If you enjoyed this video, please share it with your friends so that more people can find my channel, and drop me a like down below. And of course, if you are new to my channel, please head over there and check out some of my other content, because I do upload new stuff like 3 or 4 days a week depending on the week. I have a vlogging channel as well, which I will put down in the description box. I stream on Twitch and a ton of other stuff on the internets, because that's where I spend the majority of my time. So you can check all of that out in the description box down below. But as for right now, I want to thank each and every one of you guys for watching this particular video. I'm going to go back there and play some more Uncharted 4 on that giant flat screen, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace.